Malawi Innovation Challenge Fund, MICF, is a grant financing mechanism which is being supported by UNDP and DFID. It will mainly focus on the private sector operating in Malawi. MICF will fund business-led activities that can have a significant impact on Malawi's poor in terms of the incomes they can earn and sustainable new jobs that can be created by the business. Businesses within the agricultural and manufacturing sectors are the priority.
It's a new instrument for Malawi. It's trying to get the private sector involved in projects which they may not necessarily be involved in the past, looking at trying to get poor people, either as consumers, producers, or participants in businesses, that will lead to profitable business ventures, but which haven't been tried before. So the idea is to take the risk of innovation.
A resident representative for United Nations Development Programme UNDP, Mia Sepo, says the fund marks an important new step in Malawi's twin pursuit of private sector development and poverty alleviation.
This is an initiative which is complementary to a lot of the other work which is ongoing in terms of supporting private sector development. But this is really cutting edge. This is much more innovative than the more traditional work to support policies and reform processes. So this is very much focused on the private sector. This is focusing on getting out new and innovative ideas. This is focusing on new ways of partnerships, and this is also not traditional donor funding as such. This is private sector led. It assumes capacity from the private sector to do their investment as well in terms of matching grants. So this is really trying to get out innovation from the private sector to look into growth, but growth that is inclusive and growth that involves the poor, and growth that gets into new ideas in manufacturing and agriculture so that you see markets work for the poor.
DFID country head Sala Sanyahumbi says the Challenge Fund instrument has been designed to bring a real impact by attempting to change market systems and increasing employment and incomes for the poor people. Sanyahumbi added that she is very confident that the private sector in Malawi will take advantage of the fund.
That depends on the take-up of the fund, but we hope that very much that the private sector will respond to the challenge that we've set them, and that they will make full use of the $8 million that we are making available for innovative proposals in manufacturing and agriculture, which are going to make a profit, but at the same time we hope that they will benefit the poor people of Malawi. So we are dependent on the private sector in taking up that challenge to make this program a success. But based on the level of interest that we had this morning, that room was full of many of the leading companies in Malawi and also some of the smaller companies. I'm pretty confident that we will get some good proposals and be able to get this program off the ground.
Indeed, Managing Director for J&J Construction, James Chuma, expresses excitement with the launch of the fund and says he will soon present a new idea on a business venture.
It's a very good thing because I think it moves the hurdles of handling the finances that we have always gone through. As you know, in Malawi, that with the inflation around the interest rates and so on, and if we are able to get the funds through the grant, I think this is the way that should help actually innovate a lot of businesses in the country and then move and grow the businesses.
The private sector, which will qualify for MICF, will contribute a minimum of 50% of total project costs. The Challenge Fund instrument has been designed to bring a real impact by attempting to change market systems and increasing employment and incomes for the poor people.